Hi, my name is Tucker Bunch. I'm a chef instructor here at the Culinary Institute of America at Greystone in Napa Valley. Today we're going to be making a parsnip vichyssoise. We're starting out with our basic mirepoix, and in addition to the potatoes that you normally add to vichyssoise, we're going to add some parsnips, which is going to give it a great aromatic sweet note. And to garnish that, we're going to make some mushroom chips. So the first thing we're going to do is take some of these sliced mushrooms. We're going to dress them with a little bit of canola oil. Just a bit. Salt and pepper. And a quick toss. And onto a parchment-lined sheet pan so that these get nice, roasty, crisp, and they'll serve as our garnish for our dish. Nice thin layer into the oven. To begin our vichyssoise, we're going to add a bit of canola oil to our warm pan. And to this, we're going to add our classic mirepoix that for vichyssoise includes leek, a bit of white onion, celery, and our added ingredient, which is a bit of parsnip. And over moderate heat, not too high, we'll add a pinch of salt to help draw the moisture out of those vegetables. We'll saute those until they become translucent. Once we reach the point where the vegetables are releasing a little bit of their liquid, I'm going to add a bit of garlic so as not to overcook the garlic. And once it's aromatic, we can begin adding the remainder of our ingredients. The first thing we'll add is a bit of white wine. And white wine will add a great depth to the dish. And it also helps sort of further soften the vegetables. And what we want to do next is reduce this to cook out the alcohol for just a couple of minutes. So now that we've got our vegetables nice and sauteed till translucent, we've got a little bit of white wine that we've reduced down. We're going to add a bit of chicken stock to form the basis of our soup. And to finish the classic vichyssoise list of ingredients, we're going to add some cubed Yukon Gold potatoes. And from this point, we'll reduce our heat to low, simmer this gently until all the vegetables are tender. So the next thing I'm going to do to finish our vichyssoise is to puree it to a smooth puree. And I've got a nice immersion blender that makes it easy so I could work right in the pot that I'm cooking. So as you can tell, we've got quite a thick puree. And to adjust consistency, I can add a bit of chicken stock. And traditionally, I can add a bit of heavy cream. But in an effort to lighten this recipe and reduce the saturated fat, I'm really just going to add a tiny touch. The additional benefits is that it improves the color of the soup a bit. But I don't want to add so much cream that we add a lot of saturated fat. We've also used canola oil, which is the lowest in saturated fat oil available, so that we've additionally lightened this soup. The white color from the parsnips helps to give it that fantastic color, that pale color. And from here, we'll adjust a bit of seasoning with a bit of salt, a bit of white pepper, and we should be ready to serve. So we've got this beautiful bowl we're going to serve our soup in. And to garnish this fantastic soup, we're going to create a really simple garnish of julienne apple, a small bit of grated horseradish, a bit of canola oil, tiny bit of salt. Mix that up really briefly. And that will create a fantastic counterpoint to our smooth, creamy soup. Additionally, a bit of those nice mushroom chips that we roasted in the oven, and a bit of green chive. And we're done. Enjoy.